Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Wicked Horror Show. I'm Kevin, and as always, I'm joined by Tony.
What is going on, people?
The 13th Wolfman.
Oh, everybody.
And today we have very special guests. We've had two of them on before. From Dario Studios, we have Carlos from Carlos Gets Cultured, the famous Carlos Gets Cultured. We have Jace and Petra from Imaginarium Dungeon of Doom. Oh my god!
Hey!
Hello. I was terrified. So so you guys, I don't know. I'm obsessed with Imaginarium Dungeon of Doom, and then you came out with Carlos Gets Cultured, and it's the one thing that drives me insane. I guess is so Carlos, you direct a lot of these cool things, and there's so many classic movies that you have never seen. Hence the Carlos Gets Cultured series, where you guys sit down and watch these movies you've never seen, and just like this, like a first take reaction kind of deal. How is that even possible? Are you just like influenced by people that are influenced by these movies?
I want to say just because I just haven't seen those cult classics. I'm familiar with the new movies, I guess, the new way of filmmaking, whatever. But when I see those cult classic movies, I can see where all these new filmmakers got that stuff from, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I need to go back to the source.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
There you go.
Sure. Yeah, people like Jace will probably like, hey, we should try this, because I know Jace is all about the old school horror and stuff too. And Petra, you're also about the old school horror, right?
Yeah, new age, old school, a little bit of both. That's got into this.
Cover all of it. Yeah,
all of it.
Yeah. So it's pretty insane because do you want to go through and maybe list the movies you did for season 1 of Carlos Gets Cultured? Because some of them are totally shocking to me.
Well, one of them was what was it called? Evil Dead. That one I got a lot of shit for, just because that's such a classic. Yeah, and I saw the reboot and I really enjoyed that.
I did too.
Yeah. And then then that made me want to see the original. So I'm glad we did it. But yeah, it was a great film. I don't know why you just skip all these movies. Another one was Heavy Metal.
Animated movie. We know.
Yeah.
All the boobies in that movie. Yeah. Lots of nudity.
Yeah.
What else? What was the other one?
We did Monster Squad.
Monster Squad.
The first one was Labyrinth.
Yeah, you loved Labyrinth.
We did Freaked, which is one of my favorite movies. That's a really big shoe. We did Meet the Feebles.
Of course, yeah.
That one stuck in my head.
What? Meet the Feebles? Yeah.
Yes, because I was so shocked that Peter Jackson had done that.
Yeah,
and Serial Mom.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Serial Mom. But yeah, with Meet the Feebles and a lot of the early Peter Jackson stuff, it's like, Lord of the Rings is not all this guy has done. He's responsible for this stuff too. Like he started with splat and gore, and even the Frighteners is a little odd.
I was just gonna bring it up.
Yeah, Frighteners is amazing. I love that movie.
Well, we can add that one to the list because I've never heard of it. Never even heard of it.
That's the Michael J. Fox one.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox is in it.
Yeah,
and Gary Busey's son.
Yeah.
I forgot his
Jake
name.
Busey, right? Is it Jake?
Yep, Jake Busey.
But at that point in time, it should like, you look at that and you're like, okay, well, Peter Jackson made this stuff before he went on to something big. So you always got to, if anybody, you look at, he made the Lord of the Rings and stuff, and then it's like, but this is what he made before. So it's like, you have to take steps up. And
exactly.
Yeah.
Very true. And I can totally relate to that. So Yeah, definitely. It's just I was so shocked. I didn't know he was that dirty. I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I got tired of being like, yeah, have you seen this, Carlos? Because this is kind of like what I want you to do in this scene. He's just like, no.
No idea what you're talking about.
I literally ask him if he's seen a movie like at least 30 times when we hang out, like every time we hang out.
It's kind of funny because my best friend from high school, he was never a horror fan. And so he never understood it. He's always kind of like, dude, how can you like this? He loves movies, but he's like, how can you like this stuff? I go, you don't get it, man. It's got to be woven into your DNA or something, you know. And so one night he's like, well, let's watch something. We'll just spend a day watching whatever you want. I go, okay, fine. I'm pulling out Exorcist, you know, which freaked him the hell out. I mean, he was like 26 at the time. He's like, but I'm just kind of like, really? That freaked you out? And he goes, yeah. Well, he grew up in a highly religious family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it freaked him the hell out. It didn't freak me out, you know, when I saw it at 6 because I didn't grow up in that kind of household. You know, to me, it was just a horror film.
Yep.
And so, but I pulled out Cannibal Holocaust. I Spit on Your Grave, you know. Oh yeah, no, I threw him into the deep end. I'm not.
Damn, yeah, you got to start with some shit.
He's not your friend anymore, right?
You just threw him and, you know,
Yeah.
learn how to swim now.
It's like here's Friday the 13th. Oh no, you showed him Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, Cannibal Holocaust. I Spit on Your Grave, and he's like, okay. After the day was over, he's like, okay, so they're not the greatest films, and you're not saying they are, but they're fun to watch. I go, exactly.
Yeah.
And he's never watched a horror movie since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys aren't only doing strictly horror, but I mean you've done a handful because you, like you said, you've done Serial Mom, and I guess Monster Squad would fit in that same subgenre. But to do other stuff like reach out to other genres with the next. You guys are doing another season of it. I hope
At some point.
Yes.
Yeah, we're planning on it.
I mean, we started off with Labyrinth, which is more fantasy kind of thing. But yeah, we do just a little bit of everything. It just so happened that most of them are horror because, of course, that's what we like.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like doing other stuff too.
But I mean, heavy metal in itself was
that's true.
It's got like zombies and stuff in it, but it's strictly not horror. That's just
Oh yeah.
No, that movie's just a fun movie. Again, I saw it in the theater when it came out.
I don't know about
Takes you on a journey for sure.
I love that movie, just because having an overpowered imagination growing up, anything that had boobs, like animation, like any kind of like fun special effects where you knew it wasn't real, but it just looked super cool. Like those are the movies that I always like showing him, just because.
And the soundtrack.
And the soundtrack.
That was. Yeah.
That's the thing that I.
Oh, Wolfie. It's 1985 at Wolfie's house still. He has a landline.
Let me call you on my landline.
Yeah. This is not the first time this has happened, but it's still funny. But yeah, with heavy metal, like so Carlos, you're not a child. I saw heavy metal for the first time when I was a little bit older as well, and I didn't really. I mean, maybe if I was younger when I first saw it, I might have dug it more. But I don't know. It was just something that was like, all right, I get it. If anything, I really like the South Park parody of it.
I've never seen that. No,
there's a whole episode where Kenny is huffing like cat piss, basically.
Yeah.
Going into these like little like hallucinations, and it's like, look at my awesome boobage, and it's just like mountains made out of boobs and everything. And it's got
he winds up with the Valkyrie chick from Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think we've seen that.
It's like a lot of movies that, especially when you watch them when you're younger, I guess you like try to show someone a movie they've never seen, 20 years later, and your nostalgia for it, you love it, and you're like, and then someone will watch it and they're like, I really didn't like this much. And so I guess, especially with certain movies, it's like you got to look at it as like your bias to it kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And you got to keep your pimp pants strong.
It's true. That's true.
I will say, I'm calling out Carlos. There has been one movie where that has happened, where Jace and I were both in awe over this movie, Nightbreed, and I remember you not being a fan of it.
It was like
Nightbreed?
Nightbreed.
Yes, I do remember. Wait, do I remember? Yes, I do remember.
That's how much.
We're like, wasn't that amazing? We're, oh my gosh, that was so good. And he was just.
Oh yeah, yes, I do remember that movie. Yeah.
You're like,
Oh my
unfortunately,
gosh.
yeah, I do remember that. I've been
Why
trying to
are
block
we
that.
so excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nightbreed's an odd one. It's it's not a love-hate, but I mean, no.
I love this movie.
No, I just thought that the plot was a little convoluted. There was a lot of characters in it and a lot going on, but only if you knew, like wasn't there a comic you said? What was there a comic for that?
No, well, I mean, it was a book.
Oh, it was a book. You see, so unless you knew that, I mean, yeah, and I didn't know that.
It was called Cabal.
There you go. You see, I don't know. I just didn't know much about it, and I went in it kind of blind, and I just didn't really like it. So sorry.
That's another thing. I've actually learned some stuff about movies that I love that I didn't know that Jace has sprouted some knowledge on. I was like, what? I didn't know that. Like,
oh, there you go. Well, I'm glad that helped.
I didn't know that Johnny Knoxville was the stand-in for Keanu Reeves and Freak. And for the amount of times I've seen that movie and the amount of times I've gone through the IMDb and everything, I'm surprised I've missed it. And I was like, holy crap! Never knew. It's phenomenal.
I know we were trying to spot him out while watching it too. Like, is him? I don't know. He looks a little different. Maybe that's the scene.
He looks like an alcoholic who's going to throw himself off a bridge or something.
Basically.
Yeah, just real quick, one of our regulars, Sergio, is in the chat. He was saying hi to everybody. I just want to make sure everyone knows Sergio's saying hello.
Hello, Sergio.
Yeah. So, just real quick before we get into season 2 of Imaginarium Dungeon of Doom, which is my lifeblood,
Kevin's favorite.
Oh my god, it's one of those things. Like, actually, it's pretty much everything on the channel. I'm like, I don't know why. I can't imagine like more people not checking this out. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just waiting for one day I'm going to go on. There's going to be like thousands and thousands of views. Like, finally,
it's better.
Yeah. That's the thing is the trailer. I was like, whoa, this season 2 looks like it's stepping up a notch for real.
We're trying.
Yeah. No, looks it for real. But yeah, before we get into that, maybe if we go through and do it, like I know Wolfie's got some suggestions. I have some suggestions as well. Maybe some of my favorites that aren't even horror. That just curious. So.
Oh, definitely doesn't have to be horror. But I was like, maybe I should write this down, but I don't have a pen.
That's okay. We can send them to you afterwards.
Okay.
So one of my favorites that I try to talk people into watching all the time, and they always say they never heard of it. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. But have you ever seen True Romance?
No, I have not.
Is that the one with Michael? Is it Michael Douglas?
Nope. Christian Slater.
Yeah.
It's written by Quentin Tarantino, but it's not directed by Tarantino.
And one of the Arquette sister, what's
Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia Arquette and Christopher Walken, Dennis Hopper.
Whoa.
James Gandolfini's in it. Bronson Pinchot, also known as Balky Bartakamos from Perfect Strangers, is in this movie.
When was this released?
You lost me there, bud.
It was a bad sitcom from like the.
It's one of my favorite like theme songs of all time. Like
it's horrible. But
anyway.
I
love it.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I love anything that's music wise on shows and movies.
Yeah,
Perfect Strangers kind of kicked off Family Matters.
It didn't kind of. It did.
Oh, okay.
Because Harriet Winslow worked at the shop that they were.
She was the elevator operator.
Yep. So,
anyways, True Romance. It's these two people that come together and fall in love, and they go to a Sonny Chiba movie marathon and watch all the Street Fighter movies, which turned me on to that. And they fall in love, and then he finds out she's a prostitute. And then he has to go and like pay off the pimp so he can take her.
They even refer to,
I haven't seen it.
They refer to some of the characters in Pulp Fiction, like Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. His name is but there's who is it that plays the pimp? I always forget his name. He was in the Professional.
Are you sure it wasn't? I want to say the Wallace was in that one too. No, the guy Ving Rams.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't in True Romance. But what's his name? It's not Gary Oldman. It's who the hell is it?
Gary Oldman.
What,
Sounds like a great movie.
Yeah.
It is a great movie. You should, and it sounds like you guys haven't seen it either. So you
You're
need.
I have
talking
not.
I saw it a long time ago, but I haven't seen it in
It's
a
one of
long
my
time.
favorites. It's
John
total,
Jean Reno? Jean Reno?
no, he's not a professional. I'm talking about the bad
That's what
guy
I'm
in the
talking about.
professional. The bad guy.
The Professional is amazing, by the way.
Yeah. Remember the bad guy
Yes.
who was killing everybody, who blown up?
Oh, that's Gary
Gary
Oldman.
Yes, he's in it. He plays a pimp. He's got like a
What the-
wonky eye.
Gary Holman plays a
Yeah, and he's got red
Oh,
hair.
dude,
Oldman's
he's
played
been, is this the one where he has the dreads?
Yeah, he's got dreads.
Okay.
Oh my
That's
And
god.
he's like trying to pay him off. He's like, listen, you've been sitting here talking to me. You haven't even been looking at the girl with the titties out on the screen. And he's just like going off. He's just like, oh, it's ridiculous. I love
When
him.
was this released?
Like
He's
92?
Late 90s, I thought.
Really?
Oh, late 90s.
Maybe.
Yeah, I completely skipped it.
Well,
Well,
it came out after Reservoir Dogs and just before Pulp Fiction, so it came out in '93.
Okay.
I
I was
Oh,
wrong.
was it-
and
Wasn't too far off.
and it was written by Tarantino, but wasn't it directed? It was directed, if I remember right, by Oliver Stone.
Oh
Possibly.
shit! Damn.
Either way,
Sounds about
check it out.
right.
It's great. It's great. So Tony, do you have like a favorite that you want to suggest? Maybe down the road that they.
The Mighty
Well,
Ducks.
yeah, the Mighty Ducks. I mean, my
I love
go-to
the
is
Mighty
always
Ducks.
like
Oh yes.
mine are always like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I don't know if you
Have
guys seen that one yet.
No, we're
Or-
supposed to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that one, but then there's always one that I started doing TikTok and stuff, and people are always like, "Do you remember this movie and this movie and this movie?" And one that I always watched that some people know, some people hate, but I love is Nothing But Trouble with Chevy Chase and Demi
Yes!
Moore and
Dick
like
nose?
Dick knows, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, see, my
Dan
head's already
Aykroyd
turning
and-
up. Like, nope.
Man, maybe
and-
if I see a picture, that sounds familiar.
What is it? All he wanted to do was go and have some fun, but he ran into nothing but trouble.
Digital
Yeah.
Underground came along and did
That-
the Humpty Dance.
That one I always loved, and then some people were like, "Oh, that's the worst thing I've ever seen," or "I haven't seen it." So I'd say check that one out if you haven't seen
Oh
it
my
too.
God.
'Cause
It's a
it
weird.
has some of the best people in it too. So
Dan Aykroyd.
John
is a
Candy,
giant
Dan
baby.
Aykroyd, Chevy
Demi
Chase.
Moore,
wow.
Chevy
Demi Moore.
Chase. Then you have Digital Underground in there. So,
Yes, Humpty Dumpty.
Tupac, a young
That's his
Tupac.
name.
Yeah, the Humpty Hump.
Yeah, Shocky G.
Would you call me?
Oh, maybe. Oh, I called him Humpty Hump. Sorry.
No, you called him Humpty Dumpty.
It's the same thing. Whatever. Both have fake noses, right? Wolfie, do you have a suggestion for Carlos
dude.
Gets Cultured? Well, pick one from your list of 1,000.
This is one I know. I don't know. This is a newer movie, but I know Tony and I really dig it. And it's one that when we do talk, a lot of people haven't seen it. Splinter.
I have not.
Splinter's good.
I
That
have
is a
not
good
seen it.
movie.
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
that's a fun one. That's creepy
Creature feature.
biochemistry type of thing.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah,
I have heard of it, but I have not seen it though.
that will give
Yeah.
you reactions for sure. Or
Yeah.
get reactions out of you.
So for those
It's a
who
good
haven't seen it as well, like you guys are also taking shots throughout your filming.
Yeah.
How many on average do you guys do during a movie?
Oh man.
We try not.
No, we do. I don't know. I want to say from 5 to maybe 8. I don't know. We really and then also we're also drinking. No, we're not just taking the shots. So yeah, we get pretty toasty on those episodes.
I think there's like one episode where you did a shot count, and then after that, I think you just kind of gave up on it.
Yeah. It's a tough shoot because we really do get hammered and it's takes it out of us. Like the next day, we're just like, wow, like, what did we just do?
My life.
What movie
Yeah.
did we watch last night?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Like, wait, what did we watch? Yeah.
During heavy metal, they're like, every time we see nipples, we take a drink.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, yeah,
Boot count.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Make
And I
a
mean,
little
those
game.
those movies you guys just mentioned, those are great picks for.
No, I want to hear
season
some
2.
more Wolfies because
Yeah.
maybe there's something I haven't seen.
Well,
Yeah, give us some more.
Okay, I'm thinking you guys might have seen Cemetery Man with Rupert Everett.
I love that movie. Oh my god, it's so
Delamore-
good.
I just gotta keep doing this.
That was actually on my list to show him, and I almost wanted to do it for the season finale, but we wanted to have like a more, because I don't even think a whole lot of other people know what that movie is. That
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
And what's the guy's name?
It's known
It's
as
the-
two different titles.
Okay,
I mean, Cemetery Man is the big one that's known in America, but a lot of other people also know it as Della Morte Della Mora. You know,
Oh, okay. I think I've seen a couple of people wearing that shirt into the shop,
right?
and I had no idea that it was Cemetery Man.
It is. Rupert Everett is the guy that's in it.
That's right. He was in My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Have you seen that movie, Carlos?
And,
I have seen it.
Inspector Gadget with he was the guy.
Oh,
that had
he
the
was.
claw.
Yes.
He was
Is
the
that
villain.
bad that
Inspector-
those are the only other two movies I know?
Well, that's the
pretty much
thing.
all he's ever done. Yeah.
After
Yeah.
Cemetery Man came out, I expected him to be like, it's like, okay, this is going to launch him in America.
hmm And he was really good in that movie too.
He
Like,
was.
really good.
and-
I'll have to show you all that.
Yeah, I want
I've
to see
seen
that.
it.
She's like, "I've seen it."
Wolf, did you get another one?
Prince of Darkness, John Carpenter film.
Wow, no.
Is that the one with
I don't think
Christopher Walken? No, that's Prophecy.
No, this is Prophecy is a good movie. This is Prince of Darkness. This is Donald Pleasance is in this. Alice Cooper. They're basically in a church, and they find this entity in there, and it's evil. It's literally just evil, and they're trying to figure out what they can do with it, but how are they gonna dispose of it? And it starts infecting the surrounding area around the church, and Alice Cooper's in it as a bum. It's yeah.
I've seen. I want to say I've seen the cover of that, and I think I've seen bits and pieces, but I can't remember that. So I'm gonna have to rewatch. I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
I mean, can't go wrong with Alice Cooper.
Ooh, that looks cool.
Oh, that looks so cool.
That's my nickname. So
There you go.
What about like Hellraiser? You ever seen Hellraiser?
I have not.
You haven't?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, that's some crazy gore in
I
it.
know I suck.
Yeah, that's-
I know that's another classic. I know, man, but I just
So-
skipped it. I don't know why. I just didn't. I just
So
haven't seen
the
it.
same guy that wrote Cabal,
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker wrote Hellraiser.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
It was a book before it was a movie, and he wrote the first one, and he's always hated the Pinhead became the nickname for the lead Cenobite. In the book, it was Pentaphonics, I believe it was.
Then
You know?
when they put the movie out, they did some testing, and everyone thought they were a hip hop dance group.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh
yeah.
no.
so the Cenobites used to be called the Pentaphonics.
No, just the lead,
Pinhead.
just Pinhead.
Oh,
The lead
that's
center.
terrible. I didn't know that.
That's what
Is in the book.
Barker came up with in the book, And
I
they
listened-
wanted something else, and they just came up with. They go, we'll just call him Pinhead to for merchandising and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The company that put it.
What was the book called? It was something Heart, right?
Yeah, Hellbound Heart.
Hellbound Heart. That's right.
I'm familiar with the character, but I have not seen the movie. I just
That's
know
like-
I know it's very popular.
That's like the body horror. If you're gonna look for like body horror, I remember because growing up I was into like Friday the 13th and like
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, and they're like, oh, you got to check out the Hellraiser series, and then I started watching. I'm like, what am I watching? Because it's so different than anything else that it's just like it's very gory and very out there. But I was just like, what am I watching? Like completely different than anything else. That was
almost like sexual at times too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
like very bondagey. And like when I got it on
Oh.
VHS, it was like 2 tapes. And I remember like I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I gotta watch this. And then like literally every time my parents walked by my room, I would like shut it off because I felt like I was doing something wrong. I'm like, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like this is not cool. But yeah.
We have such sights to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Which is what a butthole looks like without skin.
it's true.
Oh.
Exactly.
How about the Creep Show movies? Have you like the original
are great.
Creep? Like the first two, and then the third one was kind of shitty. But
I
I kind of like the third one.
it reminded me of like Goosebumps. Like going from the first to second, I watched the third one, and I'm just like, this went so like. It seemed like it was made for like a teenage. Not that the first two were like anything crazy, but they were definitely more gory and more adult. Then I watched the third one, and I'm like, this would fit in. Like if it said R.L. Stine Goosebumps, I'd be like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
You would have liked it more.
I like the wraparound in the third one. Is what I liked. You know,
the skit where those two students go to their professor's house.
yeah.
They think that his wife's a robot. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they cook her. Oh, okay, well.
I was like,
They do what?
well, so they think she's a robot because they're showing the professor's showing him or the students like his new, I don't know, fucking shit that he's working on. Yeah,
experiments. Yeah,
yeah, and they keep thinking that the girl that he's with, because he's super old and she's like hot and young, is like his experiment that he's been working on. So they keep thinking she's a robot,
Oh my God.
and then they end up tearing her apart. Like, where are all the robot parts? I don't know how we did this, but she's a clone or something.
Oh my God.
Just watch. We'll cook her.
Needless to say, you guys have a couple seasons worth of Carlos Gets Cultured.
Yeah.
You could
Yes,
easily
we
get
do.
through, and
No
I'd be
kidding.
more than happy to watch. So the season finale hasn't been posted yet, right? When is
No,
that?
it comes out this Friday.
Yes.
Okay, this Friday.
Yeah.
So are you watching? I have
Thank you.
right here. I work right here, and then I just
There it is.
but that being said, Imaginarium Dungeon of Doom, which I love. I mean, I love Carlos Gets Cultured as well, and I love Thieves and everything. Like it's everything that's on like that I've checked out. I've enjoyed quite a bit. So
Thank you.
yes, good job. But Imaginarium Dungeon of Doom season 2 is coming out on the 27th, but you guys are having a premiere on the 26th at an actual movie theater.
Yes.
Correct.
This
Yes.
is true.
Where they caught the guy that shot JFK, supposedly.
The legendary Texas Theater.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just opened up the top. They redid the second story, so now it's its own little theater. It seats like 150 people, and they got like a new screen. Not like a huge screen, I don't think, but it's pretty big. I haven't been to it yet, but I've seen pictures.
150 people. That's a pretty good size
Yeah, it's a
theater.
good size.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, we're hoping to pack it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Gotta spread the word.
That's
Yeah,
right.
about the
So
show,
the
yeah.
26th,
Thursday the
and
26th.
what's the details on that? I know.
So
Yeah.
it's Thursday, August 26th. Starts at 7 p.m. So get there.
And that's Central Time.
Yeah, that's Texas time.
Yeah.
So get there, and if anybody's out there listening that lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, come out.
Yeah, it's a free event. Anyone's welcome. We'll have pizza.
I looked, and it would take me roughly 1 day and 3 hours to get there.
All right, so come on down.
But
So you're saying it's possible.
yeah, I don't know if that's really that. If I had figured it out, I probably would have done it. I would have just shown up and ruined everything.
That would have been nuts. What the fuck are you doing here?
Going, where's the popcorn? Why are you wearing a mask? And just flip out on everybody. No. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. And is it just going to be? Are you showing the whole season, or are you showing just one episode? Or
We'll be screening 3 episodes total of the season, about 40 minutes long. So we won't take much of your time. So if you want to swing by, grab some pizza, and then have a little free screening, that we'll love.
Hang
to
out
have
with
you there.
Night Beast.
Hang out with Night Beast and Petra, obviously. And me, if you want to hang out with me too, I'll be there too.
If you're a
And
dude,
there's a
you
bar,
bring your
so-
dog.
And there'll be a bar, so you can get
Two
some
bars.
drinks. So yeah, it'll be a great time, and I'm really excited about it. So I really hope people come and show some support.
Yeah, definitely.
If I was closer, I would. But yeah,
I appreciate that, though. I mean, you guys are doing enough. Thank you guys for having us.
well,
Seriously.
I don't know. It's just that I enjoy watching good content and fun stuff.
Oh, thank you, dude. I
So
appreciate it.
in season 2, is there any more dudes and their dogs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
People
All right.
have been asking,
Oh,
and
okay.
yes, there will be.
I'm one of them.
We're
So-
excited about that.
Yeah.
It's a little cringier, I guess, because I was nervous.
He was drunk
nervous.
that day.
He was actually nervous.
You were nervous for what? The first Dudes and Their Dogs?
No, I was heavily intoxicated.
He was not sober.
I'd be like, "Hey."
No, it's great content actually. I think
Yeah,
it's a great episode. That's gonna be in the first episode, which would hit the webs on the 27th.
Nice.
So you'll see it on that first episode.
Nice. And we have the trailer. It's the 2-minute and some change trailer. So
Yes.
and it looks pretty awesome. So I'm gonna play that now for people that are watching, and if you're not watching, you can listen to it.
There we go.
But yeah, here's the trailer for season 2 of Imaginarium's Dungeon of Doom.
There comes a time in every beast's life when one must embark on a quest of a lifetime. We're in search of a glorious trailer for you, the Doomers, to see what we've been doing for season 2 of Dungeon of Doom.
What the? I knew Sylvester was up to no good. This is stupid. All right, let's pack it up and get to the studio, Van Petra. Come on. You said you know where we were going. Now we don't have a fucking trailer for the next season.
Well, where are we gonna get a trailer then?
Where are we gonna get a trailer?
Are we gonna get a trailer?
Oh, what was that, you fucking nasty bitch?
That was a brand new trailer.
That's the fucking trailer?
You had the trailer this whole fucking time, Tara Vernon, and you didn't say a damn word!
I was trying to tell you, but the trailer was stuck in my throat.
That's not an excuse, you stupid slut.
Here it is! Here it is!
I want the
Yay, Tara Vernon!
Imaginarium, Dungeon of Doom, Imaginarium, Dungeon of Doom,
Dungeon of Doom! Dungeon of Doom! Dungeon of Doom! Dungeon of
Imaginarium, Dungeon of Doom, Imaginarium, Dungeon of Doom, Imaginarium, Dungeon of Doom!
Dungeon of Doom!
There you go.
I think we're our own favorite fans here.
I think my favorite line is when I don't know what's the name for the TV? Like, what are you calling it?
Oh, Terror Vernon.
So when you're like, that's not an excuse, you stupid slut. I don't know why. That's very funny.
I just love in the one scene. There's a Teddy Ruxpin just sitting there.
Yeah.
And it just scared the shit out of me when I was like
That was my little
younger.
Holy Grail find. I've been looking for one at like antique stores for so long, and then finally this place up the street had one with all the books. It doesn't work. I tried to get it to work, but it doesn't work. For like $45. I was like, mine.
You're
You
gonna
know,
get
at one night it's just going to start talking like with nothing in it, and it's just going to be.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy.
Wasn't there like a big like worm kind of guy too, like a caterpillar or something? But you have
Wormy. I don't know his name.
You're like, Wormy.
You convinced me. I don't
That
know.
sounds great.
Not to toot horns, but I'm psyched that the shaven yak is in the
Oh
thing.
yeah,
Well,
he sent me the shaven yak.
What? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
It's from Ren and Stimpy. I had to put it up there.
Yeah,
I've had it for
right on
years,
the-
sitting on a shelf, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna ever do with this thing. And
Yeah.
then he did like a Nickelodeon and like Ren and Stimpy mashup thing, and I love Jace's art. That's another thing too. Go check out his art on his Instagram page and buy some stuff for Christ's sakes. But so I was like, here, I enjoy looking at your stuff. You create awesome things here. I know you respect it, and I sent it to him, and I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
part of
that's
the
so
show.
awesome. I did not
Yeah.
know that. That's pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he told me.
you guys were
I
probably
forgot.
watching a movie or something. I'm assuming you guys were just hammered watching a movie.
Yeah, we did that a lot.
Yeah,
Anything we discussed before the show will not be remembered after the show.
Nope.
But yeah, Jace actually made Terror Vernon. So we actually found that record player on the side of the road, and he made it into a character on the
Oh,
show.
it's a record player. I thought it was a TV.
It's a record, radio, and TV.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
stand.
Oh,
It was
it
beautiful,
opens
but
on
it
the
didn't
top?
work.
Yeah,
I used to have one of those in my bedroom when I was a kid. It didn't have a TV though.
that's badass.
I used the 8-track, had an 8-track player, and I used to listen to Bill Cosby 8-tracks.
Wow.
I was in like single digit ages.
Did he try to?
Were you
did he try to
drinking
sell you pudding?
Yeah,
cappuccinos?
it was.
Make sure you eat the chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
Is that how you ended everything?
Oh my god.
Dad, I'm goddamn it.
So Sergio's asking. So Carlos, out of all the movies that you've seen, like on Carlos Gets Cultured, do you have a favorite?
Chillerama.
Oh,
was
really?
My favorite. Yeah, that one's that made I was cracking up that whole episode. Yeah, that one's definitely my favorite out of all of them. Yeah,
Adam Green and stuff. All his stuff is. Have you seen like the Hatchet movies or?
No, I have not
Frozen.
seen that.
Frozen. Yeah.
Frozen's
Not
in
the
it.
singing Frozen.
Disney movie.
Not the Disney movie. The real movie.
Stuck on a ski lift in the middle of the winter.
Oh.
You're like, oh, the Disney.
I was like, what?
Do you want to?
No, that's no. I have not. I did not know that. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, because
he's got a whole bunch of stuff.
The Diary of Anne Frankenstein. He did in Chillerama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the show kind of made me realize how much I love anthology movies. Like
those are my favorite.
I really love that one though. That one really made me laugh.
Yeah,
and they're starting to come, out with a little bit more. I mean, the Mortuary Collection on Shudder
is good.
What else? I mean,
ABC's of Death, VHS,
Yeah.
Terrors of Halloween,
Tales of
Halloween.
That one was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Even at that point in time, like Trick or Treat is like a different style anthology.
Yeah. And Creepshow, I guess, was one of the
well,
one of the older anthologies.
go back to the 1972 Tales from the Crypt and the Vault of Horror, and
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but you were in high school then, Wolfie. We don't know these things. We weren't born. Anyway, what can we look forward to besides all of that awesome in the trailer? So that whole beginning thing, is that whole beginning thing like in an episode as well? Like where you guys that was fun.
No. I wanted to shoot something for it, just kind of like make it like this epic piece, and hopefully we kind of pull it off.
Oh yeah, great. I love how you're.
We just wanted to make something real like epic or something like that, and then actually show you the footage. Yeah. What was that? Sorry.
Have you seen Cobra?
I have.
No, I have not. Seen, I know. I'm the worst at this.
It's awesome though. It's great because you can make.
I get to revisit this stuff. It's kind of like having a kid.
Yeah.
There you go.
And if you drink enough, you have to clean up after him too, right?
Yes.
It's a pretty good movie. It's Stallone chasing down a bunch of Satanists, are basically a cult, in a 1950 Merc.
Would you call me a Merc?
I don't remember it being about Satanists, but it's kind of funny that we put that in the fucking.
Well, the girl runs away from a cult. She was going to be sacrificed, and then Stallone and the zombie squad, protect her, and he basically chases them around in that 1950 Mercury, sweet looking ride, and John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band do the soundtrack for it.
Oh, that's before
It's after.
Eddie and the Cruisers. Oh, it's after Eddie and the Cruisers. Okay. Have you seen Eddie and the Cruisers? All right. You don't want to watch that one.
I'm telling you, my head just be going like this the whole time.
Don't ask him if he's ever heard or seen anything.
It's not one that you would ever want to do, I don't think. It's basically like a Bruce Springsteen movie, and it's like, whatever.
It's a little Springsteen, a little Jim Morrison and the Doors type of thing.
Yeah.
Footloose.
Well, the whole thing is that the mystery surrounding the death of Eddie Wilson, and you know how people are always like, Jim Morrison's not really dead; he's just living in Paris.
No.
That was a big rumor for the.
I didn't know
longest
he
time.
wasn't. I know Tupac and
Oh yeah, Elvis
Tupac and
Presley.
Biggie.
Elvis
still alive.
Presley, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that Jim Morrison was still walking around.
Yep. They're all
Bubba
dead.
Hotep, isn't that a documentary of Elvis Presley?
Yeah,
when he's
Bubba
older?
Hotep, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
That's
Oh
a good
my
one.
God.
Have you seen that?
We that's one of the ones that we did do an episode of Bubba Hotep.
We didn't do an episode.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
It's one of the video of the week movies.
Oh, it
and the new episode.
is. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
So
Did you guys watch it though?
No,
Oh,
No, we haven't, but Jace and I have.
I have
I
a
haven't seen it. I have
Sebastian
not seen it.
off figure on my wall, a Bubba Hotep figure on my wall. I was like,
Oh,
I
sweet.
couldn't believe that they even made one. I was like, what? I need to have this right now.
I have the collector's edition that came in the Elvis Presley suit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So here's an easier question for you, Carlos. We pretty much know what you haven't seen. What have you seen?
Okay, that's a good.
I don't think he knows.
question. Well, let's start. Chucky series, all 3 films, the original 3. I haven't seen all these new crazy ones.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I saw Bride of Chucky. That was the last one I watched. That was the 4th one, I believe. Then I watched, what is it? The Jeepers Creepers series. That was another one. I was 1 and 2. I really like those movies. What else? I could go on. I mean, I have seen some movies, but I think most of the new ones, like Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder version, I haven't seen the new one. I mean, I haven't seen the original version. Okay, good.
I love that movie.
No, it's a give take for me. I mean, I get it, but there's a lot of people that really love the original Dawn of the Dead. I will honestly prefer the remake over it, just because the pie fight scene blows it for me. It ruins it becomes too goofy and too.
He doesn't know about the pie fight. You're ruining it for him.
No, I mean, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm sure we'll watch it, but
The pie fight, the pie fight does take you out of it. It's just like, all right, this is just dumb. It's just,
What are you doing?
Yeah.
But
cool, but then,
that's just whenever I was going back to what Tony's saying, nostalgia. Like it's always going to be nostalgia with me because anytime I got done trick or treating, that movie without fail was on when I got home after going trick or treating. So I'd stay up until like 1 o'clock, fucking eating candy, watching Dawn of the Dead. Like,
yeah, but for me, like I collect movies and stuff, and I've been on a trying to find some old movies either on Blu-ray or even at this point in time only DVDs they have. But I'll pop it in, and there's some that I remember loving it, watching it, and there's other ones I pop in and I'm just like, I like this a lot more when I was a kid. It doesn't hold up as much as I thought, but it's still, I give it credit because it is nostalgia. Like I just recently got the one with Shelley Duvall. What is it? Rock and Rhyme or whatever.
Is that the animated one?
No, it's like, it's got Little Richard in it. He plays the king. Like trying to find Mother Goose. It's what? Mother Goose's Rock and Rhyme.
Why do I?
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
I think this was a series on Showtime at the time.
But I think this was like the movie spin-off. I know there was like a series, but this was the movie spin-off.
Is it a duck? Like there's a duck person that's on the cover of it?
Yeah, she's like riding this big. It's supposed to be like Mother Goose and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I remember I watched it and it's horrible, but I still love it as much as I did because I used to watch that when I was younger. I used to watch it all the time. But there's other movies I sit down, I pop it in, and I'm like, it's not as good as I used to. But then other people will say, I love this movie, watch it, and then they watch it and they don't have the same like feeling as I do.
You legitimately like Garbage Pail Kids, the movie. And that movie.
I love Garbage Pail Kids.
Hot shit. Sorry, exactly. Hot shit.
So it's horrible. I know it's horrible, but I watched another one that I used to rent from my local video store all the time. It was that, and for some reason, Son of Kong, or King Kong Lives. King Kong Lives is the one that I used to rent all the time. Both in the scheme of things, even more low, but I love them.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what's not though? Imaginarium Dungeon of Doom. We got off topic again. So season
Have
2.
you have you ever been on this podcast?
No.
We get off topic. I think every episode.
I think I've been on almost every episode.
Oh.
So what we have to look forward to, like it looks like there's more people involved. So did you get rid of any segments, or are you just expanding on it? Like, do we still have a totally awesome murder? Totally awesome.
Totally awesome.
That's the one segment that takes us a lot longer to do, but it's one of the things that we like,
That
or at least me, that I love doing. So we try to make it a point to make each one better and better. And I got to tell you, these next couple that we've done are pretty fucking awesome. And you know, they're outside of the box. Like, not all of them are like as bloody and gory as some of the first ones that we've done, but we are experimenting with other things going forward. So they're still pretty much all horror and murder and stuff like that, but in different fun ways.
Yeah. Needless to say, Totally Awesome Murder will always be on every episode.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm glad.
So we also have Funky Town Freaks, and we've gone to a couple of different places around Texas, so it's not just local now. So
Do you want
we've
to
gone to other places. So Funky Town Freaks, I think it was in one or two of the first first season.
Episode 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Can't talk. But we got to Brady, Texas. My grandparents live out there, and they have this crazy oddity shop that's in the square that people come to from all around the United States to go to. It's D&J's, but you'll hear more about that when we're there. And that one's fun, you know, just going to different places and just helping people out, really.
Yeah, showcasing different businesses and everything.
But
fun.
what's the other one? We shout out to artists.
Oh, that's right.
Mayhem Monster Maker.
Yeah, on the first episode, you did the one where you were showing like the guys' different sculpts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one, we're trying to, you know, not just do artists, but like, let's just say there's a wrestler that's going to be one of them, and I think there's another artist out there that we do as well.
Yeah, there's an Instagram artist that we highlight.
Yeah. So we got the first 4 episodes basically pretty much in the bag, and I personally want to do 10 this season. Maybe tack on 4 more if we can, but we'll see.
Can I nominate a Texas filmmaker?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
From Odessa.
Oh yeah.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. Billy Pond.
Well, tell us after, and I'll get the information and I'll check them out.
Have you ever seen
the movie
Circus of the Dead?
with
Oh yeah.
No idea.
I
Sorry.
didn't know Circus of the Dead, the guy was from Odessa. That's cool.
He runs like a haunted attraction. What's it called? I forget, but it's like some big like event thing where it's
warehouse thing.
Yeah, big warehouse like haunted thing that he does. Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, we'll hook you guys up.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So are you guys doing anything else with Dario, or is it you just focusing on this for now? Because when I was watching the Dario Studios trailer, there was like another, like it looked like a series that was going to be happening. Was it Degenerates or something like that? Or
yeah.
What is that?
That's a film.
That's our first feature film.
Yeah, that's the first feature film we did about, I want to say about 5 years ago. 6 years. It's been a long time since we did it, but we were gonna make that into a series, but we kind of got too busy doing, the new episodes of Imaginarium's Dungeon of Doom, so we kind of just, put it in the bag. I guess put it back in the vault, just because it's kind of old, and we just, I don't know, we kind of didn't want to go back down that trail again, just because it's so. Compared to the stuff that we're doing now, I feel like it just wouldn't hold. I feel like it would just... Yeah, go ahead.
I personally like to look at people's older stuff.
Are you
like,
serious?
I do. I like to see where they came from. I like to see the progression. So, like, I'll find like a filmmaker that I absolutely love, and I want to see their early shorts because I want to see like, wow, they learned a lot, or like, wow, they've already started using those ideas back then. That's awesome, you know. So
Again, Peter Jackson with Meet the Feebles and Bad Taste and whatever. I mean,
when they were on before, I even said like if I could get a physical copy of Thieves like all together in one, like on a disc, I would totally buy it.
Like, that was the question I was going to say.
That would be awesome. You know, I would love to have one myself. I don't have one. There's no. We never made any solid copies for it. We should do it though.
Even digitally, even if you sold it digitally, I would be down to support that. I'm just saying. You know, it's all there, but if you were edited together.
Yeah, it'd be you know, you're not the first person that's told me that. I feel like I really need to do that. Just put it in one.
I watched it all at one time, anyways. So it's like
it's true.
Intros and the outros.
True.
Yeah,
it's true. But we were just launching our channel at that point, so we wanted, you know, to have content on the channel. You know, that's why we split it up into episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why. Otherwise,
it was a feature before it was a series.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for checking it out.
And I would definitely want to check out the other stuff too. So I'm just saying.
Okay, well then
have you watched Residentially Challenged?
Huh?
Residentially, so it's one of our first web series, Residentially Challenged.
Okay.
And it's on the channel as well.
Okay.
And but yeah, that one's funny.
Okay.
That one's a whole series.
It's a whole series too. It was the first series that we'd done, and then No Sleeping Game is on there as well, which was fun. I mean, and this is stuff we did almost
over 10 years ago.
2009,
Before
2009, 2010.
Yeah.
It's all on there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's one good thing.
How did you guys like meet up? Did you guys all go to school together, or like?
I beat him up.
He used to beat me. No,
Really?
I'm kidding. No, we. I mean, you said this before, but we were literally in the middle of filming a sketch and out of some park, and then we one of my friends he kind of bailed on us, so we on one of the roles, so we had to find somebody last minute, and luckily Jace,
I was just there.
He was there, and he stepped up to the game, and basically in the scene he had to fall into a creek, really dirty water, so he was really, you know, putting himself at risk for somebody that we had just met, you know. And I was like, wow, this guy's just really.
And
really
in my head, I was just
anything.
like, they're going to become my friends after this.
All right. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of the beginning of it. After that, we just, you know, kept in touch. We kept making videos, and we're still at it.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't start filming with them until about last year.
Yeah, because I made her.
Yeah, because I met them in 2013. I met them in 2013, but yeah, I didn't actually start filming with them until last year. So I'm a newbie.
You married into it.
I did. I sure did.
No, she's probably hands down. I mean, if she would have been filming with us back in the day, we probably would have been a lot farther along. We didn't have it. It was all dudes, and if we would have had at least one female that was there all the time and could act and be funny like she does in the show, I mean, I think it would have helped us out a lot. But
I agree.
Here.
Thank
I
you.
agree.
Thank you for your kind words.
A lot of stuff. To be honest with you, there needs to be diversity. There's been different. Had like a female, like, you know, Mike, you know, someone on the you know, on another head. And it's, you know, it's always gone well, but then you just get sick of us. So they're like, all right, bye. Same thing. I've been in bands. I've been in bands where we've had like a female like trumpet player, and then next thing you know, it's like tons of people are coming to the show. She quits, no one goes anymore. It's like I don't want to just look at a bunch of dudes. Like, whatever. What are you gonna say?
And from the trailer, she can carry all your stuff around.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
That was probably my.
You did marry into
it.
I must say that once that trailer came in, that part, I laughed out loud. That was funny. You're just walking around carrying a big trunk.
Right. So,
got me
in
laughing.
case you haven't noticed, Night Beast is supposed to be like a dick. Like, he's just a giant asshole. And he thinks he's like the coolest thing since sliced cheese. And like, he just pretty much treats anybody who's around like that. So that's pretty much his premise. Like, he's been around so long that he's just like, I've seen it all. Fuck you. Like, pick up my shit. You know, he thinks he's royalties, and he's, you know, I think
Yeah.
he's just lonely
I
inside.
think he's right. He's and then
I
yeah,
never got that feeling. I never that he
Yeah.
was a dick.
You're one of the good
Yeah.
guys.
Well, you know, I have family members that probably could beat him out as a dick.
yeah.
What
And I
people
asked-
don't realize too is like in one of the episodes we explain in the Valentine's Day episode, we explained the story of how we met,
Mhm.
and he killed me a long time ago and brought me back, which I think that's why, because I don't know if people notice this, I always have a different accent or I talk different or like I go up and down with all these things because Petra basically has multiple personalities.
I stuffed her full of souls.
So when he brought me back to life, I think that just kind of made me go crazy. And I think, and deep down, Petra feels like she needs to do anything for Night Beast. So she ends up carrying all this stuff, but in the middle of it, it's just like, fuck you, Night Beast. Like, I guess I'll do this. Like, fuck you. Kind of
But
thing.
if you see in the last season's finale, she's the badass. Like, I am the one that's just like, I'm just gonna stand over here, whatever. I can't do anything, and she's the one that fucking, you know, puts everybody in their place.
I get fascinated with sharp things.
Yes, you do.
Is that the one where you get splattered with blood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's supposed to be another scene or splatter there, but he cut it for time.
Yeah.
I think it's in the behind the scenes.
It's in the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But that which brings me to another point. I mean, season 1's already streaming on a YouTube channel. So if you haven't, you know,
If anybody hasn't seen them,
it's already streaming on there. So check out all 6 episodes.
We're fun
So
people.
speaking of behind the scenes, that should, you know, put out a physical copy and throw some behind the scenes and all that stuff.
Oh man,
he's got a number.
Did we do a behind the scenes for the last one or no?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
did?
yeah.
There is a short video on there of some behind the scenes stuff.
I don't care. I want a physical copy or not.
This is where it's going.
He's like, you know, him like all of us, we're collectors, so
Yes.
you know, it's nice to have a digital copy, but we like to be able to.
We want it on VHS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
We'll call it the lost
We
tape.
can make those.
The lost tape.
I'm not gonna lie. Thieves would be pretty cool on
That
VHS.
would be amazing, actually.
Add some fuzz and the whole fucking, you know, cigarette tracking type shit, and it'll look like it came out in like '98. Or, I mean, 89, sorry.
You know what, Kevin? We may just do it. We may just do that, actually.
Do it up. And then eventually when
I'm
you guys
serious.
go out and start doing cons and Night Beast is doing Q&As and offending everyone, we have stuff to sell. And eventually, I brought it up last time too, but for real, put some t-shirts up and I'll order some. So do it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We're going to have some.
Yeah, we're working on that too. Yeah, we really are.
We did a photo shoot 2 weeks ago, and they took a lot of pictures. I'm excited for one of them because I want to do the old, you know, Army of Darkness. What?
I was gonna say surprise, but
no, that's okay.
Yeah,
You can spoil it.
So we did the whole Army of Darkness pose,
Mhm.
you know, whenever on the cover, whenever, and I think the National Lampoon's Vacation did the same one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think Star Wars
Yes.
is there too. Yeah. So we did that, and we had like VHS tapes all around my feet, and I had like a sword, and she's like holding my leg,
Oh, I
looking
think I'm
really scared,
holding
or
like
my
a Ouija
crotch
board
or
too.
something.
Yeah.
You just
That was,
hold on by it, like just dangling from it.
Yes. So hopefully we can get those and have some merch out.
There's
Yeah.
one picture where it was like half your face and half Night Beast. I saw that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my friend, he does a great job. Shout out to Sergio Amato.
Is he not
Is
on
he,
the live stream?
is he the one?
No, he might be.
But
no,
anyway.
but yeah, my friend, he does a great job.
Yeah. So we're actually just about time to wrap things up. So if you haven't watched season 1 of both Carlos Gets Cultured and that dog, Carlos Gets
Every
Cultured,
time.
it's adorable. I'm not complaining. And Imaginarium's Dungeon of Doom. They're all streaming.
Yes.
Doom!
Dudes and their dogs. And
Dudes and their dogs.
I love it. Love it. But yeah, just go to Dario Studios on YouTube. The links are also in the description, like, wherever you're listening or watching. And yeah, so where can everyone follow you guys to catch up on what's going on with Night Beast and Dario Studios? Uh-oh.
There he is.
You got this one.
I'm Night Beast, host of Imaginarium's Dungeon of Doom. You can find the guy that made me out of his own brain at Imaginarium_Delirium333 on Instagram. Petra now has her own Instagram as well.
Yes, I do.
And what is that Instagram, Petra?
At Instagram, it is Petra the Destroyer. Because I do destroy things.
She really does like my wiener. Anyway, Carlos, you can go ahead, Carlos.
You can find me at Carlos__Suarez__.
The Dario Studios.
And the Dario Studios channel, obviously.
You also have Facebook. You have the website, studios.com.
Absolutely.
And,
you can just search Dario Studios on Facebook, Instagram. We'll come up.
Yes.
You can see this face.
Yes.
And then also, like he mentioned, if you go to his personal Instagram, you can see some amazing art that he sells and creates. Awesomeness. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Yeah. So go support awesome artists. And so Tony, where can people find you?
You can find me at Tony Has Nine Fingers on YouTube, where I do movie reviews, unboxings, anything movie related. Tony Has Nine Fingers. Tony Has Nine Fingers on TikTok, where I do not do any twerking videos. It's all movie related. And then, of course, Tony's Movies on Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me. And, of course, here on the Dorkening every Tuesday night.
We're the Wicked Horror Show, but that's okay. Not the Dorkening. It's okay.
Wicked Horror Show. I'm half asleep.
It's okay.
Wicked Horror Show.
Been like, what, 5 years? All right.
Yeah.
Wolfie?
Yeah. You can find me on YouTube, the 13th Wolfman, Twitter at the 13th Wolfman, Tumblr, 13th Wolfman the Prowl. They're doing the Wicked Horror reviews with Kev, doing the Wicked Horror Show twice a month. Check out my YouTube, throwing something new up all the time. Kev, what about yourself?
Just A Knuckle on Instagram every Tuesday night doing this with these fine gentlemen, and also doing the reviews with Wolfie. And I'm also part of Black and White Fright and Secret Underground Hideout, all of which are on the Dorkening Podcast Network. And Bill actually just chimed in and wanted to say eggs. So there you go, Bill. Oh, look,
Bill, what is up with you and eggs, bud?
He's got Socky the Sockhead as his icon. Socky the Sockhead.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I just signed back into our Wicked Horror Show Instagram that I've been locked out of for a while.
He reposted everything from the last year. So,
it was like the last month and a half. But
anyways, thanks for listening. Go to the Dario Studios, check out all the awesomeness. And yeah, that's about that. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you so much for having us on.
Bye.
We love